Yeah, so I graduated from Mountview Academy of Theatre Arts in June, and whilst I was working on my final show there, my agent managed to get me an audition with Theatre Centre to showcase some short plays of theirs, which they were doing in their Skylines showcase. And so I went and met Natalie Wilson there, and had my audition and had some brief discussion with her, and that was kind of my first ever sort of encounter of Theatre Centre, so to speak, and met Natalie Wilson and got the job, which was, as I say, 2 weeks work showcasing some short plays of theirs for a Skyline showcase, and yeah, it was an amazing, fantastic 2 weeks work with them, and luckily then from that led to my first sort of professional debut, theatre debut, which was the tour of A Vice Within a Heart. Yeah, I mean, one of the big memories that I have is of that first audition for the Skyline Showcase, and sitting there, and there was all the posters up of all the shows that Theatre Centre have produced over sort of the last 60 years, and it was like amazing to see how much they had done and how much they had worked. And as a graduate coming out of Theatre Centre, obviously I want to learn so much about theatre and about companies and what people are doing. And so to learn, to get knowledge and gain knowledge on Theatre Centre and who they were was amazing. And Natalie Wilson herself just gave a huge impression on me. And she just seemed so passionate, and she knew what she wanted, and she knew how she was going to go about getting it, which was a fantastic thing for me as a graduate to come out and to take that, and it's very inspirational sort of thing. Touring has its ups and its downs. The downs mainly being that it's quite tiring, obviously. Sometimes you are in parts of the country that you've never even heard of sometimes, and it takes looking at a map to go, oh, this is where we are in the world, and you know, and sometimes it can feel like quite homesick and things like that. But one thing that Theatre Centre do, which is an amazing thing, is that everyone's so close knit that it is like a family, and there's always somebody there that you can talk to about anything, and the pros and the pluses do like outnumber the negatives by a long way. It's great fun. It's such a good laugh. You know, everyone is working hard, and everyone's working for the right reasons, and pushing theatre into schools and to get young audiences seeing theatre. And yeah, I suppose it's just great, like real good fun. To be honest, it's one of the first like theatre touring that I've sort of encountered in my career. Obviously, only graduating in June, and it's put a very good impression of touring into my life, and hopefully I'll continue to tour on other things, and they'll be just as good as Theatre Centres have been.